Okay guys, I'm just going to do a video on Ramy and whether he's a threat at the Olympia. Now, I don't have anything against Ramy, and he seems like a really good guy, and this bodybuilding is an objective sport, and these are my opinions only. Whether I'm right or wrong, that's neither here nor there, and I don't think a lot of decisions in bodybuilding are right or wrong. It's really just the opinion of the person there, whether they like the physique or not. Now, to start things off, I've got some footage here from the 2015 Arnold Europe, which for me is arguably Ramy at his best so far. Now, he's got all the muscle there. There's no question about that. He's usually, and look, I think this time, other than Dallas McCarver, he's probably going to be the biggest guy out there again, and by a good way. Now, he's probably, well, he is about the same height as Phil Heath, but packs 50-60 pounds extra onto him. Now, whether that's going to be the case this year, I'm not sure, with Aceto in the camp, what sort of size he's going to bring in, but he will bring in condition. Now, and I don't know, this again is a subjective thing. When I see him pose, there's not the drama in the muscles when he flexes them. Now, some body parts, some bodybuilders, when they pose, the muscle looks good when it's relaxed, and it explodes when they pose. Now, I don't see that with Ramy. The muscle's just always there, and he's just doing different shapes with the same muscle. Now, the biggest thing for me though is his legs. Those quads, the outer sweep is it's just too big. Look, even from a side chest there, they just don't look right. And even from the rear here, you can see it's sticking out too far and breaking the proportions up of his body and making his upper body look a little smaller than it definitely is. Look at even that pose there, he's got straight legs, they stick out a mile, and with the comparison to his calves, there is no comparison. His calves look tiny, even though they're probably right next to the next guy, huge. But I just don't like him. They just don't look right to me. Now, he's posted a photo about 6 weeks ago, and he's just huge. But I don't know if that is something like Dorian Yates did back in '99 prior to the Olympia. Now, he's posted some shots come up in magazines. He got around somehow, prior to the social media age, where he put on a large amount of size since the 1992 Olympia. Even though he'd won that, he was significantly larger, and even, this was 6 to 8 weeks out, I think, from memory. He was really super grainy at that point, and wasn't far off contest shape. I recall at the time, and whether this is just a little story that ran around, there was quite a few pros that were actually scared off by the size of him and his condition, and it threw them off their games. So look, whether that's a tactic he's trying to play, because he's definitely huge in that photo, I don't know, but I think these guys these days are too professional to be bothered by it. And they also got the knowledge that not always the biggest guy wins the competition. Now, going back again quite a few years, there was Marcus Rural, there was Paul Dillette, there was Jean-Pierre Fuchs, and those are all really big guys, and they never won the Olympia. Dillette placed 4th. I don't think the other guys made top 5 ever, but they all had failings in their physique overall. And while the crowd loved the big guys, and look, Olympia is generally favoured towards that as well. The big Olympia, not the 212s. They still want to see all those details, and some comparisons here. I'll just show Phil and Ramy. From the front, relaxed, I don't even know what's going on with Ramy in this one here. I don't think it's the relaxed pose, but his quads are just, I don't know, they're just too big. Feel as relaxed and relaxed as these things are in these comps, and you can still see the details through his legs, this abs and thighs. This is not Phil's best pose by a long way because of his ab structure, but you can still see his legs look really good. His waist is nice and small. It's still a good pose for him, and Ramy beats him in the abs, but the quads again just crazy too big. And when it comes to the rear, it's sort of, to me, a little bit lights out. Ramy looks good by himself from the rear, but when you get in comparison to someone like Phil, you can see that his back detail isn't as good, lacking a little bit in the rear delt. The tricep bicep sort of tie-ins are not as separated and detailed, and going down to the glutes, Phil's pretty much bringing these glutes best of anyone at the minute, and the calves again not there. So look, I've got him placing outside the 5 this year, even though I think he's going to bring in the best package he's ever brought. I don't think he's going to crack the 5. I just think that the quality is too good up the top. So look, wait and see.